Welcome, race fans, live inside of the Turn 3 Racing Network as we get ready for racing tonight, right here from Limaland. Welcome, everyone, to the All-Star Dirt Series here on the Turn 3 Racing Network as we get ready to go racing tonight. It's exciting, it's fun, it's UMP Modified action, and it's coming at you live right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network as we count down the green. We'll have more racing action coming up.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them four abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back to Limaland as we get ready for tonight's events of the All-Star Dirt Series. Hello, everyone. It is Cody Early with you, the UMP Modifieds tonight from Limaland. That is going to be the story to tell as we get ready to go racing tonight. It's been an exciting season, but I tell you what, a lot of dominating performances this year is what we have seen out of our current points leader, Matt Sanders. The last time out on March the 18th, Sanders picked up yet another win in the All-Star Dirt Series. That's right. He was able to go to victory lane for the 7th time. He picked up the win in the Super Late Models at Knoxville. Now with only 4 races to go, the final 4 different car types that you will see this evening. Of course, taking a look on your screen, the Limaland Motorsports Park. Tonight, 82 degrees. I would say a picture-perfect night for racing as we see partly cloudy skies. Not very windy at all. 10 miles per hour wind gusts this evening. Of course, you see the layout of this racetrack. This is one of those perfect bull ring type racetracks. It's going to be one of those nice tight races. These UMP Modifieds around this place can put on a show, and we're going to be seeing that as we get ready to jump straight into fast time qualifying. You may be thinking, how does fast time qualifying work here in the All-Star Dirt Series? Well, each driver gets one crack at it, pretty much. That's pretty much sums up how things work. It is single car qualifying, and that's how things will shape out as we get ready to see our very first driver that is going to go out onto the racetrack. And as I mentioned how things work, well, they'll get one shot. They go out, make a couple of laps, and then they will simply pull the race car in as we get ready to see who will be our first driver to go out onto the racetrack to see if we can get quick time right off the bat. Of course, as always, we thank you for joining us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Excited to see what exactly tonight unfolds as we close down really this part of the racing season. It has been exciting. It's been fun. We've talked about Matt Sanders and his dominance so far this season, and that is truly what it's been. I mean, he has just simply he's dominated. And, I mean, that's the easy way to put it. Only A.J. Renfro and John Crooks has went to victory lane, and John Crooks' win came in a non-points event. It came in the All-Star race, which that was at Knoxville as well. So we'll see how things shake out, as qualifying will be the first thing we get to. And it looks like doing a little extra track prep right now. We may step aside and see if we can't come back for fast time qualifying as you are watching the All-Star Dirt Series on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You know, you've always got to have a little technical difficulties after you have a few weeks off, and that's exactly what we've had so far. We are back at it and racing here from Limaland. Qualifying is underway for the UMP Modified night. Of course, the first of 4 final races. We're going to pull up our scoreboard right here in just a second, get you caught up on what you have missed here in fast time qualifying.
88,
fast time qualifying, of course, here from Limaland. We're going to work on getting everything fixed out. As there you see your leaderboard real quick on the board as we take one more commercial break. I think we got everything figured out. One more, and we'll be right back.
MAV TV presents the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Feel the thunder here in the heartland of America.
4
car battle for the lead out of turn 4. Oh,
To the inside, contact, 4 laps to go.
they're banging sheet metal.
Who's gonna get it at the line? Wow.
What a race.
Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series on MAV TV, Motorsports Network.
All right. I say we're ready to go. Looks like they are lined up. They are getting ready. Heat number 1 on the screen, and here is your starting lineup. Pretty sure we get it worked out. There we go. Starting on the front row in the 62, that is John Crooks, winner of the All-Star race earlier this year. The 11 of Kinzer Chrisman starting second. Wesley Fuller is going to roll off inside row number 2 in that 35. Jason Madison in the 86 will roll off outside row number 2. And Dalton Drummonds is going to roll off 5th place, which will be the inside of technically row number 3. All right, cars are on the track. It's time to get ready to go racing here from Limaland. Technical difficulties has set us up for hopefully an exciting night of racing. Finally, we're going to try to get some racing to you, and we appreciate you sticking in there. 2 weeks off just kind of leads into some trouble all the time. But right now, we're getting ready to go trackside. It's time to go green. There's a good look at that front row. John Crooks also to his outside. Kinzer Chrisman outside of turn 4. Green flags in the air. We're racing in Limaland. Good look as they go into turns 1 and 2. Crooks has the lead. Oh, a big push there. Chrisman way up and out of the groove. Trouble for Kinzer Chrisman. Not sure if that car just simply didn't turn or what, but he's going to have to rally back. We'll take a look now at the battle for second on your screen. Good look there at Wesley Fuller. Him and Jason Madison literally side by side. Fuller's going to get the advantage down the back straightaway and watch to the high side. Absolutely love these UMP Modifieds, and especially some of the improvements iRacing has made on them has definitely made these cars much easier to deal with. And speaking of easier to deal with, well, there you see our current leader, John Crooks, showing the way. Lap 4 of 10 complete as we have racing here on a Thursday night. It's the All-Star Dirt Series, and we are watching Crooks right now show the way very easily, showing the way with 6 laps to go here in heat race number 1. Go back to that battle for a second, getting a good look at there and a really good view. There you go. Take a look at that beautiful skyline right here across from Limaland in the state of Ohio, one of 2 tracks that we visit in the state of Ohio. I tell you what, we was talking about Chrisman and Fuller, or Chrisman's terrible restart. He's made up for it. Take a look at that 11 machine all the way back up to second. Let's go inside and ride along with the driver of that number 11X out of St. John's, Kansas. This is Kinzer Chrisman. Get a good look at him work that wheel as he fades out into the front straightaway and back down into turn number 1 and 2. Not a lot of time to think here, that is for sure. This track is one of those tight bull rings, and you don't get a good opportunity to just simply patiently wait as this battle now for third. Wesley Fuller and Jason Madison, they just can't get away from each other. That 86 and the 35. Oh, and a little bit of contact. Fuller goes up, kisses that outside retaining wall. In the meantime, the white flag is in the air. Final time around Limaland Motorsports Park for John Crooks. Looks like he is going to bring that 62 machine to victory lane, and he will. John Crooks will pick up heat race number 1. Kinzer Chrisman, what a challenge. He had to rally, but he's going to pick up second. And Jason Madison is going to pick up third. That is going to be your top 3 in heat number 1. Looks like we will get ready to roll the dice and bring out heat race number 2. Just glad that we get a couple of heat races. Normally, here recently, we've been seeing just simply 1. But here is heat race number 2. Now, I'm not seeing our points leader. Interesting. Matt Sanders, haven't seen his name pop up just yet. He's not here in heat race number 2, but I'll tell you who is. AJ Renfro. He'll start on the inside of row number 1 in that 25 machine. Jeremy Buechner, he's going to start in the outside of row number 1 in that 02 machine. Inside of row 3, David Castelli in the 18 out of the state of Illinois. Robert Colgan in the 94. Of course, he makes Indiana home. And Brian Shepard Jr. going to roll off on the inside of row number 3. There you go. That is the starting lineup as we get ready for heat race number 2 here from Limaland Motorsports Park. Technical difficulties, the reason we were slow getting to you, but it looks like we've got things sorted out now as heat race number 2 is on the racetrack, and I am only seeing 4 drivers. We may only see 4 take the green flag here in heat race number 2. Everybody, of course, going to transfer to the main event, fighting simply for those starting positions. AJ Renfro, he has a win earlier this year. Go back to his win earlier this season. He was the only driver to win in a points race other than Matt Sanders. 410 sprints at Williams Grove. Green flag's in the air. Great restart from AJ Renfro, and he's going to bring Castelli with him. Fighting to the outside, Buechner, he's going to have a run. Oh, right all over the back bumper of Castelli. Contact there, no harm, no foul, and oh, it looks like the 18 will go around. The 18 will go around. No caution flag. No, there it is. And the caution flag will fly. Caution flag will fly. That'll be the first one we see as we go straight to our Turn 3 Racing Network replay. Simply saw the green flag. A lot of pressure from the front, second and third, I should say, and that simply just got Castelli and Buechner together, and then, of course, around goes the 18. No harm, no foul. Maybe some pride hurt, but it looks like everybody's going to line back up and get ready to go back racing as we see the iRacing Pace Truck Chevrolet Silverado once again out on the racetrack as heat number 2 here of our action we've got from Limaland Motorsports Park. Hey, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you share the Facebook page. That's right. You can check out the Turn 3 Racing Network Facebook page. All kinds of great racing action all year long, every single type. And no matter who you're checking out on the Turn 3 Racing Network, plenty of great opportunities to see racing right here as we bring you everything e-speed, especially with the dirt. Lights are out on that iRacing Pace Truck. They'll stack them back up 2 by 2. AJ Renfro, Jeremy Buechner, David Castelli, and Robert Colgan looking to hopefully get things sorted out and get heat race number 2 back underway. Green flag's out. Another good restart from Renfro, and it's going to open the door on the outside. Buechner's going to have a run. Back to the bottom will come Castelli. Another close call out of turn 2, but no pressure right now for AJ Renfro. He's simply got smooth sailing, but that battle for second is really heating up. Make it a 3-car race. Oh, and Colgan goes up right there at Buechner. They beat doors. You see that battle side by side. Let's jump on board with Robert Colgan. He's got his hands full. Check out this angle. One of our in-car cameras tonight as he works on the outside, or shall I say the inside of Castelli. Castelli's right there underneath. As you see him now, 3 wide out of turn 4. 3 wide for that second spot. Oh, and Castelli might have paid the price. Colgan looked like he washed up going into turn 1. But in the meantime, all this is taking place behind our leader. AJ Renfro has said see ya. Take a look at that beautiful wrap on that 25 machine. Renfro continuing to show the way here in heat race number 2. Let's go back to that battle for second. Things have kind of calmed down. Buechner has somewhat pulled away from Castelli. Castelli's working that low, well, over the tires. I was going to say working the real low line around Limaland Motorsports Park. I don't know technically that you can run that line and it be legal, but he was covering the tires, and all this is going on behind our leader, AJ Renfro, who will come to the white flag this time by. Started out point, and 1 more lap to go here in heat race number 2. He looks to seal the deal as Jeremy Buechner finally got away from Castelli and Colgan, and they're still side by side. They're still fighting back here for that 4th spot. But in the meantime, AJ Renfro out of turn 4, he is going to pick up the win. The driver that already has 1 points win earlier this year, AJ Renfro out of Hayesville, Kansas, in the Contender Esports, Chrisman Racing Engines, 5-star graphics, Davis Electric Machine will pick up the win in heat race number 2. Well, that sets us up as we get ready. And there you see qualifying times, what I didn't get to show you. Qualifying times on your screen. That's going to set us up for our main event. Drivers are going to get these cars warmed up, and we are going to get ready to go feature racing tonight from Limaland Motorsports Park. You are watching the All-Star Dirt Series on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
presents the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Feel the thunder here in the heartland of America.
Four-car battle for the lead out of turn 4. Oh,
To the inside, contact, 4 laps to go.
they're banging sheet metal.
Who's gonna get it at the line? Wow.
What a race.
Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series on MAV TV, Motorsports Network.
At 107 Tire and Service Center, we pride ourselves on being professional and reliable while giving you an honest service at an affordable price. From alternators, brakes, and computer diagnostics to motors and transmissions. Most repairs come with a 12-month and 12,000-mile warranty on parts and labor. Need tires? We have those too. Major brands such as Cooper, Hankook, Michelin, and more. We are a family-owned, operated business located at 6256 Irwin Highway, Chuckey, Tennessee. Call or stop by today for a quote or repair. 423-620-4970.
Welcome back to the Turn 3 Racing Network's coverage of the All-Star Dirt Series. We are racing tonight from Limaland Motorsports Park. Drivers out there right now getting things warmed up, getting those final preparations as we get ready to jump into our feature event tonight. Right now, 9 drivers going to be putting on a show on these UMP Modifieds. Man, these things are, I like to call the cool cars. And the reason I say that simply because they look so wicked. And a lot of times you see them, most of the time, you see them on 3 wheels. A lot of times they'll go to racetracks and that's what you'll see. You'll see these cars up on 3 wheels. And the horsepower and the excitement that these things create, definitely, I would say, unmatched in a lot of dirt cars. I mean, the sprint cars are wild. But I'm telling you, 410 cubic inch engines, they usually average about 2,400 pounds. 750 horsepower. I mean, there's plenty of horsepower to go around, so to speak. Speaking of going around, it's time to set the starting lineup for tonight's main event. It's time for our feature race tonight. Here from Limaland Motorsports Park, we set the starting grid right now. Out front, and the winner of heat number 1, the 62 of John Crooks. To the outside of him in row 1, it'll be the 25, heat number 2 winner out of Haynesville, Kansas. It's A.J. Renfro. Row number 2, what a comeback, the 11X of Kinzer Chrisman. To his outside, the 02, Jeremy Beekner. To the inside of row number 3, in the 86 machine, that will be Jason Madison out of Lenoir, North Carolina. To his outside, starting in the number 18 car out of Decatur, Illinois, it's David Castelli. Inside of row number 4, it'll be the 35 of Wesley Fuller out of Maryville, Missouri. To the outside of row number 4, it'll be the 94 of Robert Colgan. He calls Indiana home. Last and not least, Dalton Drummond's. Drummond's in that 88 machine. He will round out the field, and that will set us up for tonight's feature presentation here in the UMP Modifieds. Last chance we get to see the UMP Modifieds on the racetrack in 2021. Yeah, and kind of sad. As I mentioned, I really like these cars. In-car cameras, we're going to get a chance to ride around with AJ Renfro tonight. He's going to be carrying one of our Turn 3 Racing Network cameras. And also, Wesley Fuller is going to have a pretty good view. And one more. Kinzer Chrisman's going to have a in-car camera. So they are going to bring us hopefully some really nice shots tonight. We can get a good look. 35 laps going to go on the board here in our UMP Modified race. Looks like the pace truck is in. We are green flag. John Crooks right off the bat. AJ Renfro 2 wide there for second. Chrisman in third. All kinds of action going on in the back of the pack. Trying to get things sorted out. It's just real quick like. Looks like Madison's going to drop to the back. Drummonds and Colgan is there as well. AJ Renfro, check out this battle. 3 wide off of turn number 2, and the caution flag flies. Caution flag will come out. Turn 3 Racing Network officials are telling me this one might have something to do with Wesley Fuller. We'll take a look. Wesley there in that 35 machine. Working the bottom. So far, so good. A little loose off of 2. Yeah, a little contact. Unfortunately, contact there from the 94 machine of Robert Colgan. We'll take another look at that. We'll go inside. And these cars are really hard to bring back. Once they get to that limit, you can see he's already working the wheel. And just a little bump. Yeah, it's just nothing you can do. Nothing you can do once these cars get turned around. So that looks like that will bring out our first yellow of the night. Didn't take long. This place is action-packed. I said there's really no place to hide, and that is the truth here at this racetrack. This is one of those bull rings. I know Fairbury is probably the dominant bull ring of short tracks here on iRacing, but this place here, it has a lot of excitement too. Beautiful look at the skyline. Darkness is set. Look at the crowd here tonight at Limaland Motorsports Park. They are ready to see a good race as we stack them up 2 by 2. AJ Renfro, John Crooks, the 25, the 62 front row. Green flags in the air. Oh man, terrible restart there for that 25 machine of AJ Renfro. He's going to have all kinds of pressure. 3, 4 wide. Looks like, oh, the 02 machine is Jeremy Biegner, and they saved that. Wow. Looked like we were for sure staring right into a caution, and they have sorted things out. Let's go on board with Wesley Fuller. We mentioned he was carrying one of our on-car cameras. He is back, and he's working through the field. Take a look at his view. He's got all kinds of traffic in front of that 35 machine, working that bottom groove. Love to see that bottom groove come in. David Castelli right there in front of him in that 18 car. Good look there at that 18 machine. Right now, let's jump back up to the front. John Crooks set sail. AJ Renfro, he is under some pressure from that 11X. Kinzer Chrisman, terrible start to his heat race, but he is working all over AJ Renfro for that second spot. Good look out the front of that 11X machine. Of course, the Contender Esports Chrisman Racing Engines 5-star graphic Davis electric car. Right on the bottom, working the tires. I mentioned I wanted to see that groove come in. It'll be interesting because AJ Renfro has decided he is going to take the high side. Right up along the cushion for sure here at Limaland. And there you see a good look at those two battles side by side. Let's jump back in the field. Oh, looks like some trouble. Oh, the 89, or the 88 rather, goes around. Caution flag comes out. We kind of saw that starting to boil, I guess you could say, as Dalton Drummonds goes around. We'll go back and take a look. Turn 3 Racing Network replay. 3 wide there. Oh, up and against the outside retaining wall for Robert Colgan. And that kind of got things started. And then Wesley Fuller simply got into the door panel of the 88 of Dalton Drummonds. And you know, we'll go back and take a look at that. We'll get the Turn 3 Racing Network to give us another look at that. Go and take a look if we can get the in-car camera of Wesley Fuller there. See if we can get a look. I mean, you just simply, you can't see. Yeah, there's a really good example. You can't see anything to your left or to your right. And of course, we now know, of course, dirt cars, there's no mirrors, there's no spotters. No opportunity for somebody to say, hey, car high, car low, and that's what makes it even more challenging. Caution out for the second time. iRacing pace truck. Looks like lights are out. Makes that hard left-hand turn. Side by side, John Crooks, AJ Renfro. We're green again. High side, low side, middle of the racetrack, all kinds of good grooves. Looks like right now that dominant groove is up on the high side, and a challenge for the lead. Here comes Kinzer Chrisman on the bottom. Outside, AJ Renfro. This time only a couple of car lengths behind John Crooks. Crooks looks like he's changed his angle just a little, exiting the turn, kind of going to the middle and turning down. Now that time he simply just stayed in the middle of the racetrack. But I tell you what was a 2-car race for second now turns into a 4-car race all of a sudden, because here comes Jeremy Biegner and Jason Madison. They're wanting a piece of the action. Madison working right there at bottom groove in that 88 machine. Or change that rather, the 86 car. Which is outside the 02 of Jeremy Biegner. And right now it's still 2 by 2 by 2 behind our leader. And a battle for second, a battle for third. And it's all behind this guy right here, John Crooks. In that 62 machine, man, he has had a solid race car from start to finish. No real true blemish on that car so far. But I'm telling you what, working the bottom, working the high side, these two right here have simply went to work as far as racing each other. It's been a battle. He's on board now with Kinzer Chrisman. And you hear him just completely get out of the gas. It just shocks me. He can get out of the gas like that and still be competitive. And then when you switch it up and you take a look at the high side, when you look at what AJ Renfro's doing, he's working the gas the whole time. He's on the gas, spinning the tires, but still, Chrisman has the advantage around the bottom of the racetrack. That battle for second looks like for now is going to go to Chrisman. As behind them, Jason Madison, Jeremy Biegner, they've kind of sorted things out. On back through the field, David Castelli. There you see him in that 18 car running 6th. Robert Colgan 7th. Dalton Drummond's after that spin out's back to 8th. And Wesley Fuller now running in the 9th spot. Everybody's still on the lead lap. John Crooks not been able to get to any lap traffic. Still about a half a track away from that. As 20 laps in the books. 20 laps in the books here from Limaland Motorsports Park. 15 to go. There you see that scoreboard roll across the top of your screen. I was going to give you a good look. We got a good angle from one of our pit roads. Take a look at the turn camera. Watch these cars come right into your living room. Telling you, the fans here at Limaland Motorsports Park, check a look. All the flash bulbs going off during the event. Oh, a little loose there for the 88 of Dalton Drummond's. Looks like he got it sorted out. I thought he was going around. Man, he was working that wheel. Still hanging on to 7th. Wesley Fuller there in the 35. Robert Colgan in that 94 machine. But John Crooks, he's been the story of the night. Coming across the stripe next time, he'll have 11 laps to go. 11 laps to go here from Limaland Motorsports Park. Race number 10 on the schedule. Of course, next week, the big block modifieds are back. Last time we saw those, Matt Sanders went to victory lane at Eldora. Next time, it's Weed Sport. That's where we'll be coming up next Thursday night right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. As we continue to watch John Crooks in his rearview mirror, the 11X of Kinzer Chrisman. What a rally from this guy. And by the way, look here, we got a new third place podium driver right now. Jason Madison has ran down AJ Renfro to the middle of the racetrack. Renfro yet to give up the top side. We haven't, a little bump and run possibly there going into turn 3. We are yet to see AJ Renfro come off the high side of the racetrack. And that's how Kinzer Chrisman got around him, and that is how Jason Madison has came around him too. Madison now up into that 3rd spot. And now we start to see our leader start to get into some of that lap traffic. We thought it would play a factor in the later stages. As let's go on board with John Chrisman as he starts to work on the back bumper of the 94 Robert Colgan. This is right at the back of the field, coming to 5 laps to go out of turn number 4. 5 laps remaining here from Limaland. You can see just kind of a blind spot. And I tell you what, I'm thinking he's carrying one of our helmet cams. Yeah, take a look at that. You're getting a perfect view of what he's seeing as he works his way, and he does get around the 94 Robert Cole. You're going to put him 1 lap down with 4 laps to go here from Limaland. Kinzer Crispin in second. Third place, Jason Madison. Fourth place now, A.J. Renfro and Jeremy Buechner trying to get into the 5th place spot. He has got his hands full with David Castelli. This battle on the screen now is for the 5th spot. They are side by side working down the front straightaway. This is a really good race right now for this 5th spot. Popsicle sticks in the air for our leader. Now the white flag out of turn number 4. John Crooks, Heat 1 winner. Dominating performance so far. He's got 1 circuit left as he works out of turn number 2 and down the back chute. For the 2nd time this year, he's going to pick up a checkered flag, but this time it's for real. Points race win for John Crooks. 2nd place, Kinzer Crispin. 3rd place, Jason Madison. A.J. Renfro 4th. And it looks like it's going to be Jeremy Buechner picking up the 5th place finish. But man, oh man, what a night, what a race. There you see it. Half of a donut at least. We'll see if we can't get a full donut out of that 62 machine. He's going to take it into the infield. What a win. Good opportunity to capitalize tonight for that 62 machine. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk with our top 3 from Limaland Motorsports Park. You're watching the All-Star Dirt Series on the Turn 3 Racing Network. What a performance tonight from our winner, John Crooks. There you see our top 3 setting on the front straightaway. Great showing by each of these drivers tonight. But John Crooks picked up a win in the All-Star race earlier this year. A non-points race, but now we know he has a points win to his credit. So what do you say we dial up our top 3? We're going to start with our 3rd place finisher, and that goes back to Jason Madison. Jason, man, there for a long time outside of the top 3, but you decided to go to the bottom of the racetrack. A.J. Renfro never come off of the high side of the racetrack. You used the bottom, and you was able to get a podium here tonight at Limaland. Tell us about it.
Oh, man, that was a fun race, wasn't it? No, it was a good time. I mean, the track finally came to me. Well, the setup came to me. I don't really normally run these cars, and I had a good time tonight.
Well, Jason, this car looked like as the race went on, it got better. I felt like you got more comfortable, and once you decided to go to the bottom, you really started to make up some ground.
Yeah, it come in here late in the race. I mean, the track slicked off real good, and everything started clicking.
Well, man, we got 4 races. Well, check that, rather. We got 3 races left after – no, 4 races left. Yeah, I'll get it right. 4 races after tonight. Big Block Modifieds at Weed Sport. Tell us about that.
That's definitely going to be a challenge, especially going into one.
Well, man, we appreciate it. Congratulations on a podium finish, and we look forward to chatting with you next week at Weed Sport.
All right. Thank you, man.
There you go. Our 3rd place finisher tonight, Jason Madison. All right, let's go to our runner-up finisher. This guy right here, man, found something late in this one, was able to rally. Kinzer Chrisman's second-place finish tonight. Man, you had a terrible heat race, but you capitalized it here in the feature.
Yeah, I went and stuck it into turn one in the heat race, and I wasn't on the throttle enough, and the car just pushed like a dump truck, and luckily was able to rally and find a couple of pretty good lines and run them pretty consistently. I just had nothing for John tonight.
Well, we noticed you were one of the first drivers to really go to the bottom of the racetrack. You got that 11X down to the bottom and you rode the tires. Kind of really showed Jason how he might need to be able to get up to third because A.J. Renfro was running the high side and pretty committed to up there. What do you think it would have took to possibly run down John and maybe get this win?
Oh, racing with my teammate a little bit early on allowed John to just kind of run out by himself. And once I was through the middle of the race, able to open up my entries and kind of slide up the track a little bit instead of trying to diamond it. It helped a little bit, but after that second caution, he just set sail and never had a chance.
Well, man, congratulations on the runner-up spot. I know you wanted to win, but 4 races left. We got big blocks at Weed Sport next week. Out of the next 4 races, which one of those has got your attention the most?
410s at Volusia, most definitely. Volusia is one of my favorite tracks, and sprint car is one of my favorite cars to drive in the whole simulator. So Volusia is definitely up there on my favorite tracks. So I'm really looking forward to that one. If I can't get a win there, then I probably don't plan on winning the rest of the season.
Well, all right, man. Hey, congratulations. Great rally tonight. Like we mentioned, that was a tough heat race. You brought yourself back and a runner-up finish tonight. Definitely a good showing. Thanks for chatting with us.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the broadcast.
There you have it, our second-place finisher, and then that leaves us with one. Man, this guy had an awesome car all night long. I see dominating cars a lot, but John Crooks, man, this thing was on a rail. I know last time we were talking to you, you were picking up the All-Star win at Knoxville. No points in that event. Well, now, my friend, you got yourself a points win and a dominating one here at Limaland.
Yeah, it felt good on this track. I don't really know. I haven't sat in the cockpit for about 8 days now, so since the last race. But maybe there's some kind of strategy there. I don't know.
Well, I will say this. It was unique because A.J. Renfro and a bunch of the guys were running the cushion, and then you had Kinzer Chrisman and Jason Madison behind you. They were running the tires. You kind of found a home in the middle of the racetrack. Kind of explain kind of that theory.
Yeah, in practice, I couldn't really get nothing up high. I noticed my lap times were about, I don't know, a tenth or two faster, just right through the middle, trying to keep it straight and really controlling the throttle on exit.
Well, we got 3 races left now that I looked at it. Big blocks at Weed Sport, 410s at Volusia, and then the super late models at Cedar Lake to close out the year. Which race you got your eye on possibly getting a second win this season?
Probably the big blocks. I feel like I do better in those than the sprints.
Well, John, congratulations. I know it was big to win the All-Star race, but you're going to get some good points out of this deal and a good dominating race here in the UMP Modifieds at Limaland. We appreciate you chatting with us, brother.
Yep, you too. Appreciate what you guys do. Do a hell of a job.
Thank you, man. Well, there you go. Top 3 here from Limaland, and what a showing. You know, he explained it perfectly. He had a car that he felt like could drive, and I would say a car that he could almost drive anywhere, and that's exactly what he did. Drove it to a victory here at Limaland. Well, what do you say we close it up with tonight's results? We'll go to the leaderboard and take a look at tonight's final results. They look like this. Well, as I say that, see if we can't get the feature results. There we go. That looks a lot better. Man, 2 weeks off. They really work hard on you. It is John Crooks picking up the win tonight. His first points win of the season. Second win if you count the All-Star event. Kinzer Chrisman rallied. I would almost give him the Hard Charger Award as he rallied for second. Jason Madison and a great finish to round out third. A.J. Renfro, fourth. Fifth place, Jeremy Buechner. Sixth place, David Castelli. Seventh place, Dalton Drummonds. Eighth place, Wesley Fuller. And ninth place tonight, rounding out the field, 1 lap down, was Robert Colgan. that will close it up for us tonight. As we mentioned, we are going to be back in action coming up next week. If you like what you've seen tonight, come back and join us next Thursday. It is the Big Block Modifieds from Weed Sport. My name is Cody Early for the All-Star Dirt Series and the Turn 3 Racing Network. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. Stay safe, and see you next time.